If you want to make more sales without being sleazy, cheesy, or even salesy, this is the video for you because I'm going to show you the number one way to make more sales so freaking easy. And when you do this, you're going to hear way less objections. You're going to hear way less, I need to think about it. You're going to hear way less, let me talk it over. Everything's going to get way easier. So watch till the end. My name is King David MMA. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and a pro MMA champion. But more importantly for you, I help my subscribers and my clients get more leads, sales, and referrals in their martial arts school so they can make more profits and help more people. And if you want to fast track your results, I put a cheat sheet in the description of this video with the softwares that we use to help automate a lot of this process so you can make more sales and have more free time in a way that's predictable and sustainable for your business without stressing you out. Okay, so when I did $2 million in sales in 18 months at one location, when I started doing lead generation for that gym, there was a huge problem. The problem is that even though I got a bunch of leads to the front desk and they got notifications, they weren't following up. So I went up to the front desk and I started hanging out with them, training them on how to follow up properly, how to use the automations, and how to sign people up once they love the trial that they came in to check out. Anyway, when you do advertising, one of the biggest things I've noticed that business owners do is they talk to the audience like the audience is their inner circle. So let me give you an example of this. At this martial arts facility, the front desk, the coaches, everybody there was talking to the new people that were coming in on trials as if they were martial arts experts. And what seemed like basic information to a coach or a front desk person was like rocket science to the people that were coming in the front door. Let me explain. So at this gym, there was this female kids kickboxing coach, and she was pretty competitive, and she was fighting at a professional level with bare elbows, bare knees, and bare shins. But there's no other way to say it, she kind of hated men. Okay, so anytime I would interact with her, she would always have this like reactionary energy, right? And she was always trying to catch people and like get them caught up, right? So one day, I bring parents and kids over to the mat that she's teaching kickboxing on. And I introduce her to the kids and the parents. And I say, this is gonna be your coach. If you need anything, let me know. I bounce. Then a couple minutes later, that female kickboxing coach comes over to me. And she's like, you know what, Dave? You don't know what you're doing. Why did you send them to my mat? And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. What's up? How can I help you? And then she explained to me that I had sent the kids and the parents to the wrong mat. And the kids and the parents wanted jujitsu. They didn't want kickboxing. And I had to explain to her that I've already had this conversation with the parents. The parents are complete novices and they don't know the difference between jujitsu or kickboxing. They think it's all karate. So I just told her, hey, okay, cool, real quick, walk over with me. Boom, we walk over to the parents. I go, hey, so you want your kids to do that? And I point to the grappling where they're on the ground rolling around, or do you want them to do this, which is punching and kicking? They're like, oh, we want to do punching and kicking. That's jujitsu, right? You see what I'm saying? So she thought, because she's a subject matter expert and she knows the difference between kickboxing and Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and gi and no gi and all that, that these people know what they're talking about, or they even know the difference. They don't know. They want their kids to have more confidence and self-esteem. That's what they came to the gym for, and that's what they feel like martial arts is going to get them. Okay, so what I'm telling you right now is that if you're speaking to your clients in a language of expertise, oftentimes you're kind of freaking them out and you're scaring them. So what I recommend to my clients is that we talk to them about what they want. And then we explain to them how what we have helps them achieve what they want. So in this example, when they came in the front door and I was giving them the gym tour, I was asking them, oh, what are your children's levels of experience with martial arts? Oh, they've never done anything. We think it's really cool. Okay, cool. And are you looking for more of a grappling type thing where they can defend themselves on the ground? Or do you want them to do something more like karate where they're up punching and kicking? And the parents said, oh, we want them to do like karate, right? We want to see the punches and kicks. I said, okay, cool. That's going to be our kickboxing class. If you ever want to do jujitsu, that's on this mat. It's at the next hour later for this age group. And that's where they're going to be able to learn how to defend themselves on the ground. The parents said, cool. But when they were at the mat talking to the instructor and I walked away, the instructor asked them, so you want kickboxing or you want jujitsu? And they didn't know the difference, right? And it's so obvious to me or you or to even her, right? But to the parents don't know. The parents thought jujitsu was a cool name for kickboxing. Does that make sense? And sometimes even the word boxing scares parents, right? So that's why I use words like punches and kicks or defend themselves on the ground, right? Because when you understand that the people coming in your front door may not know what they want in technical terms at all, they just know the result they want to get, which is they want their kid to have more confidence in this case. Their kid was a little bit shy. They want him to be a little less shy. He was maybe getting bullied. They don't want him to get bullied anymore. They want him to be able to stand up for himself and avoid conflict because he's confident. So if you take anything away from this video at all, it's understanding that getting people to sign up for your product or service becomes much, much easier when you just simply talk to them about what they want and then you explain how your product can help them get it. And oftentimes what they want is a feeling or an emotion or a result. It's not the actual technical solution that you provide to get them there. Does that make sense? And as easy as signing people up can be, you can't sign anybody up if there's nobody coming through your front door. So if you want to see the systems that we use that can get you 50 new members this month by people actually coming in your door, go ahead and click this video right here. Let's go.